Hey folks, Time to Moto Man here, back in the garage. We're going to do a tire change on the Tiger 900 Rally Pro. The Bridgestone Battle Axes, they're a decent street tire, but they are not very helpful on gravel, dirt roads, or any off-road type situation. This is the MOTOZ Tractionator GPS. For me, it was between the MOTOZ Tractionator and the MOTOZ Tractionator GPS, and I went with these because I think they're going to last a little bit longer and be a little bit more suitable for my style of like everyday riding, which is pretty much 50-50 on-road, off-road. The fitment for the Tiger is 90-90 21s and 150-70 17s. The rear tire is interesting where you can run this both ways. You can run a true 50-50 or what they call mostly off-road. So I'm going to go mostly off-road and see how that feels at first, because I'm planning on doing a little bit more off-roading here in the near future. I don't know how well these tires are going to work out for me, but based off the reviews, they seem to be pretty good. I think what I'll do is I'll put some miles on them and give you a review. But first, let's get them swapped out. We'll start by removing this 27mm nut and loosening these tensioners. Got a nut and a washer here. We'll set these aside. Then I'll loosen up my tensioners. I believe we've got a 12mm here and a 13mm here. You can see the markings here you can go by. I actually also took a little red matte pencil and just put a red line here, so I'll know exactly where this piece goes. Same on the other side. You want to count the amount of times that you turn it. So we're going to pull the axle out. Right now all the weight is on the wheels, so I'm going to put this little block of wood under it so I can somewhat roll it, take a little bit of the weight off so that we can then get this axle out. For the front, we're going to first remove the brake calipers and straighten them up somewhere so that they're out of the way. Then we'll loosen up the pinch belts and remove the axle. We're going to remove the calipers with the 8mm hex. Now before we completely remove this, we also need to remove the cable for the speedo. There's also a washer that goes in here that might fall out, but we need to make sure that it's accounted for. For the speedo cable, we're going to use the Torx T15 bit. This is the washer. Make sure you hold on to that because it's got to go back in between this. I'll just zip tie the calipers up to the bag so that they're out of the way on the right side. Just loosen the two bolts for the calipers. We're going to take a 6mm Allen wrench and loosen these two pinch bolts. These things are in there tight. You can give yourself a little more leverage on the end of an Allen wrench. And there you go. You just need to loosen these, that way you can loosen the axle. A 17mm hex key, Allen. And there you have it. If you're wondering how I remember which direction this goes, since we've got disc on both sides, the third valve is always on the right hand side on this bike, so I don't need to put a piece of tape on it and mark the direction or anything like that. These guys might fall out on you, just make sure that you put them back in the way they were when you put it all back together. It's really hot here in Texas, so I'm struggling, but both tires are off. We just want to make sure that we don't hit that tire pressure monitoring system. So we're going to start here and work our way around to break the speed. Next side. And then you will mount your duct head. You're going to want some grease or for some soapy water. I'm going to start off with soapy water if I have some grease, but I want to see how well this duct head goes without it. And then they say to, before you start taking it off, mount the duct head to the 6 o'clock position. I've also taken this strap per the instructions and wrapped it around a spoke. That way once you start cranking on this thing, the wheel won't spin. The yellow dot is the lightest part of the tire, and you want to line that up with the valve stem. We'll put the valve stem back in. And we'll do the same thing with the rear tire. We're going to check the balance here with my static balancer. Alright y'all, now we're just going to put the front wheel back on. Cleaned up my axle bolt and put a little bit of grease on it. Alright, I got my torque wrench here. This front wheel spindle is 65 Newton meters, roughly 48 foot-pounds of torque. The pinch belts are 22 Newton meters, and the calipers are 45 Newton meters. Alright, we'll crank these down to 45 Newton meters. And don't forget the speedo. Remember, this washer goes in between the speedo and the metal. It's obviously easier to put the rear wheel on if you have two people, but you got to make sure you've got your bushings in and the holes lined up, so it's easy to, it makes it easier if you take a little block of wood like I did to take the wheel off to get it up and in place. This bolt is going to be 110 Newton meters, roughly 81 foot-pound of torque. So like I said, I'll do a long-term review at some point, but I really like them. I think they look great. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate your support. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.